Big things are coming our way on the Big Brother 27 season finale tonight, and it goes beyond just the final 3 cut that is sure to surprise a lot of viewers who didn't follow the feeds this weekend and maybe even some jurors. We are set to find out who will win the BB 27 season, who gets runner-up, and who wins America's favorite HG. Let's take a run at a few predictions. Until just a few days ago, I was confident we would have a F2 of Morgan and Vince. But things changed. I previously explained what all had happened since Friday that has thrown that out the window between Vince and Morgan. I still would place my bet on Morgan beating Ashley at round 3 tonight to have the choice on who to cut, but those comps can be a coin toss some years. However, if Morgan wins or 3, she is now planning to cut Vince and take Ashley. But if Ashley wins or 3, she will cut Morgan and take Vince. This is going to be a nail-biter round 3 competition tonight, and that is very exciting. Always good to have some uncertainty heading into these instead of a no-surprises finale. But what happens once we get to F2? There are going to be 7 votes from the jury this season. That means you just need 4 votes to win. Now the judges with their 5-person alliance would mean if just one judge got to F2 that the other 4 members could have banded together and crowned their 5th member the winner of Big Brother. But that didn't happen, and instead we have all 3 of the final 3 as judges, so they're going to need to pull some non-judges support to win. If Morgan secures round 3 over Ashley and gets herself to F2, and that's the only way Morgan gets there, then Morgan wins. Hands down. Morgan deserves the win on every facet of the game compared to Ashley and Vince in the final 3. But what if Ashley wins or 3, evicts Morgan, and takes Vince to F2? That's where things get interesting. Looking just at the numbers, Vince has dominated over Ashley. However, Vince has destroyed his relationships with just about everyone in that house. I mean, look at even Morgan now wants to evict his sorry self. That's nuts. I love an underdog story, but I'm not sure Ashley will have done enough to earn the win over Vince at F2. Then again, it may just take enough jurors dissatisfied with Vince to give Ashley the win. To get to 4, Ashley could get Will, Keanu, Ava, and Rachel, right? Would Rachel go the other way to honor Vince's Big Brother game over her personal relationship with Ashley? That might be a stretch. With Vince versus Ashley, I expect he would get Morgan, Lauren, and Kelly. It's that 4th vote for both of them that I can't confidently pin down, but if I was forced to pick Rachel's vote here, then I'd give it and the game to Ashley. However, if you had asked me on Friday morning what was going to happen on Big Brother 27 finale night, I would have felt very secure and confident in what I told you. Now 2 days later, the landscape has changed for the Big Brother Houseguests, and what's on the horizon is looking a lot different. For weeks now, Morgan and Vince have dominated the competitions, trading back and forth their head of household wins and control of the noms and next moves. The judges were marching to finale night with Ava on her way out and Ashley seemingly the next to follow, setting Morgan up to share the confetti either way. Now? Not so much. It was no surprise for Morgan to win the endurance comp in round 1 of the final HOH. She's been crushing these comps, and while Vince won another endurance battle, he was not able to master the spinning and had to drop out. We'll see it play out tonight in the finale. That set us up for round 2 with Ashley versus Vince. Ashley had previously won just 1 veto, the Stinky Smells Camp comp in the first week of Big Brother 27. But when the feeds returned from the second round, we found Vince in shambles and Ashley dancing. Yes indeed, Ashley won round 2 of the final HOH. This was a brutal beat for Vince, who apparently botched following the instructions and gave up a 20 to 30 minute lead over Ashley only for him to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Suddenly the Big Brother 27 game had opened up again and Ashley now had a shot at the end. Until Friday was I sure, no matter who would win or 3, expecting it to be Vince and Morgan, that they would take the other and cut Ashley. Now that has all changed. As of last night on the feeds, we heard from Morgan that she had settled on cutting Vince at F3. After her internal debate, Morgan conceded to herself that Vince had been telling everyone he would cut her and take someone else for an easier win. Vince argued he was just telling HGs what they wanted to hear, and that's likely true. Vince spent the entire summer doing just that, telling everyone they had his support and confidence. Then instead Vince would burn bridge after bridge. His was a short-term gameplay, definitely not one for the long run with jury management at stake. Looks like it has caught up to him. Morgan did tell Vince that she is most likely going to cut him at F3 if she has the choice. He was stunned and floored. Vince cried and pleaded, but it seems to have only hardened Morgan's decision. His begging for, "Give me the $75,000, has fallen on deaf ears. Morgan is now convinced he could rival her before the jury and won't take that chance. Looking at their records, she has a reasonable concern. Vince has won 4 HOHs and survived 2 noms. Meanwhile Morgan has won 5 vetoes, 2 HOHs, and survived 3 noms. Morgan has won her own safety every week since the jury phase has begun, that's 7 rounds and a new BBUS record. Amazing. So why would she possibly fear Vince? I don't know what got her spooked, but Morgan mentioned how her votes could be coming from the same jurors as Vince would have, while Ashley has a different set of supporters. I dunno, but that is weighing on Morgan, and now it does appear that Morgan will cut Vince just shy of F2 after their weeks and weeks of duo-ship. Amazing and brutal. But let's not forget the alternative. There is a very real potential for Ashley to win round 3 tonight. Last year we saw Mackenzie beat out Kelsey in round 3 by 1 little point, the 6th and final question of round 3. And there, instead of winning against Cam, Mackenzie decided to take her ally Kelsey and lost the big prize. Ashley is not going to make that mistake. After years of watching F3/F2 decisions be made on supporting their allies instead of themselves, that is seemingly changing for the wiser. As soon as Ashley won R2, she announced to the camera that she needed to win R3, cut Morgan, and take a victory lap. There is no doubt in my mind that Ashley will cut Morgan if she wins the 3rd part tonight on the live show. It just becomes a question of whether or not she can beat Vince in F2. That means an Ashley and Vince F2 will happen if Ashley wins R3, and then a Morgan and Ashley F2 if Morgan wins R3. Wowza. It all plays out tonight and we will know for sure then, but this all seems settled at the moment. Feeds will be up for just a brief time this morning before ending for the season as HG's prep for the season finale. Join us back here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our live coverage. It's all about to come to a conclusion and everything will be answered then. However, Big Brother Season 27 is all set to air its much-anticipated finale on September 28, 2025. The segment will crown a winner, who will not only take home the champion's title but also the $750,000 cash prize. While Ashley and Morgan still have the opportunity to compete for a seat in the final 2, Vince has to depend on either of them to reach the same stage. Recent live feeds showed Vince confiding in Morgan that he wanted to finish in 2nd place because he knew he did not stand a chance of winning the show. So, he relied on Morgan, his ally, to bring him along to the final 2 if she won the final head of household competition. Moreover, he wanted Morgan to take him to the final 2 because it would guarantee her win, since none of the jurors would vote for his victory. Morgan was on board with the plan until Ashley started complimenting Vince's social gameplay, saying he was a tough competitor to beat because of his ability to convince others. Morgan feared she would lose to Vince, so she planned on bringing Ashley instead. The decision upset Vince as he criticized Morgan for betraying him. The two got into a heated argument, with Morgan breaking down in tears, upset with Vince's behavior toward her. Vince asked Morgan if she would take him to the final 2, to which she replied that she was unsure. She explained it was because she believed she would lose if pitted against him. Vince disagreed, convinced Morgan would have the jury votes in her favor. The Big Brother star started to look down on his own performance, saying he did not deserve the win, and that he had played a 3rd-place game. "If I wanted to make it to the end, I should have won and my body failed me," he said. When Morgan asked him not to think that way, he snapped back at her, calling her out for abandoning her ally and giving the chance to someone who doesn't give a F***K about this game. Vince continued to complain about his situation, warning Morgan that she would regret her decision after realizing he never had any votes anyway. As the moment intensified, Morgan spoke out and told Vince that she disliked his little attitude. "Because you can give me 2nd place and you're refusing," he replied. The duo went back and forth, trying to convince the other of their point of view. After a while, Vince confessed that he was hurt by Morgan's decision, but would not persuade her into doing something she did not want to. At that point, Morgan clarified that she would have taken him to the final two if she knew she could defeat him. Vince argued that she could, but she remained unconvinced. "I always thought it was me and you, not me versus you. It's not how my story is supposed to end here. Scares me at the thought. Fall flat, part 1 and part 2. Defeat myself. And then get evicted by you. That's a crazy way to end my game after all this. That's how I go out. That's a crazy way to go out. I don't want my story down like that," Vince said. Upon hearing that, Morgan explained that difficult decisions had to be made since the competition could only have one winner. Although she understood where he came from, she expected him to understand her standpoint as well. The Big Brother star noted that the constant reiteration made things more difficult for her when being pushed to make a choice. With that, Morgan broke down in tears, while Vince apologized to her for his behavior. He assured her that it was not his intention to push her and that he only wanted to express how hurt he was. However, our biggest day of Big Brother 27 has finally arrived. The season finale is here tonight on CBS at 8:30/7:30C with the conclusion of this 83-day Big Brother season when the winner will be crowned beneath all the confetti for an incredible $750,000 prize. Final 3 house guests were revealed on Thursday night with Hollis, Morgan Pope, and Vince Panaro taking the center spotlight following the eviction of Ava Pearl. The judges actually pulled it off in the end even if they did lose 2 of their members with Rachel's elimination and Will's eviction. Not too shabby. But which of them will be the summer's winner? Overnight in the house we heard from Morgan on her now likely decision to cut Vince and send him to jury where she will secure his vote against Ashley. The stakes are so high here with our 3 for Morgan and she likely doesn't realize she will be cut if she doesn't win the next part. Oh, the drama and anticipation. Friday's Memory Lane show ended with the F3 stepping out onto the Round 1's endurance comp with the rest of that to play out tonight along with Round 2's huge surprise. Round 2 is always the hardest of the 3 rounds with its mix of physical and mental challenges. This one sounds no different and I am anxious to see how apparently a 20-plus minute lead was blown over a misinterpretation of the instructions. Can't wait to see both rounds play out in tonight's Big Brother finale. We have all the Big Brother spoilers here and ready with the winner from Round 1 and Round 2's champion already revealed. Once the first 2 comps have played out we will watch the third and final round live. Here is where the magic will happen and shifts and loyalty from us to me appears to be happening for both of the R3 players. Too often we see allies looking out for each other instead of themselves at this critical decision and I will be glad to see the blade cut the other way for a change. Our live coverage starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time and will have everything that happens from start to finish with the reveal of the F3 cut, the jury decision, and even America's favorite player winner revealed for another $50,000. However, Big Brother 27 features a series of new developments as the show approaches its finale. One of the notable segments in the finale is the jury roundtable, where evicted houseguests come together to discuss the strategies and gameplay of the finalists. In the past, the former champions of the show used to take over the hosting duties of this segment. For the 27th season, Cody Calafire, the winner of Big Brother 22, is the one hosting the jury roundtable this year. He will not only be leading the jurors through their discussion but also helping them make their voting decision. The Big Brother final episode includes a jury roundtable, a pre-recorded segment, where evicted houseguests are given a forum to review and discuss the finalists' performances. Generally, they analyze the specific moves, argue the effectiveness of different strategies, and give a glimpse of their eventual vote. The show has been part of several seasons, and the jury members' last votes are usually cast immediately after its broadcast. The audience is thus enabled to understand how the season's choices are assessed by those players who were competitively engaged. Julie Chen revealed the news that Cody Calafire will be the host of the jury roundtable for season 27. He takes over from Taylor Hale, who was the host of the jury roundtable for season 24, and before her, Dr. Will Kirby was the host of the segment for the earlier seasons. In a recent interview on Big Brother's official Instagram, Cody Calafire was asked about his role as the jury roundtable host for season 27, where he shared, "It means the world. It's something that I never really imagined myself doing. So to be here hosting the jury roundtable is like surreal for me a little bit. I think I'll channel my inner Taylor and Dr. Will and bring out my own little flair. So I'm excited." According to Parade reports, the hosting position may be a rotating one, with former champions or notable former players taking turns to lead the discussion. Cody Christopher Calafire is a two-time Big Brother finalist. He first competed in Big Brother 16, where he was the runner-up. During that season, he formed a Final Two alliance with Derek Levasseur, winning 6 competitions overall, including 3 Head of Household and 3 Power of Veto wins. In Big Brother 22, he remained undefeated in nominations, winning 4 Head of Household and 4 Power of Veto competitions, and earned a unanimous jury vote in the finale. Following his appearances on the main show, Calafire participated in Big Brother Reindeer Games, where he was eliminated in a team challenge. He has also appeared in anniversary specials, interviews, and co-hosted a podcast called The Winner's Circle with Derek Levasseur. Outside of Big Brother, he has appeared on Amazon Prime's New Dogs, Old Tricks and competed on Peacock's The Traitors. He has participated in multiple competitive events with his brother Paulie, including the Kingdom Football Club team in the soccer tournament. Calafire has been involved in mentoring or advising prospective Big Brother contestants, including Tucker Des Lauriers. Besides that, he can still be seen in different reality TV shows and is often invited to give his comments on the strategy and the way the game is played for the current seasons. He is married to Christy Calafire, and they are expecting their first baby next year. As of now, looks like Keanu is in danger here as Vince's top target. He will need to win that veto once again to stay safe at the next eviction. Noms will be set on Friday and veto should still be Saturday, then we'll get the Endurance HOH and Noms show on Sunday late night. After that, don't forget the hurried schedule this round with the next eviction on Wednesday night's show. Then we'll get another rushed round of events for the Thursday show with a fast-forward week ending in the last regular eviction of the season, setting us up for the season finale on Sunday, September 28th. However, one such element of the show was the Mastermind, a character that emerged at certain stages of the competition to stir chaos. He first appeared during the series premiere, where he kidnapped host Julie Chen Moonves, leaving it up to the Houseguests to find her. His most talked about move was the White Locust twist, which resulted in the elimination of fan-favorite Houseguest and Big Brother Season 13 winner, Rachel Riley, drawing massive backlash from netizens and former participants. While his strategies were discussed throughout the season, viewers remained unaware of his identity until Morgan mentioned Dr. Will Kirby, the winner of Big Brother Season 2, during the live feeds, sparking curiosity among fans. In one segment of the live feeds, Morgan was heard saying, "Girl, can you believe we got to see Dr. Will's fine as, I swear to God, oh my God." The statement led to speculation that Dr. Will was the mastermind, as Houseguests were meant to be informed about it during Part 2 of the final Head of Household competition. Big Brother fans on X shared their thoughts on Dr. Will allegedly being the mastermind, as one commented, "So Dr. Will was the mastermind. What's the point anymore? Why would he agree to this after not wanting to do the round table anymore?" Many Big Brother fans were not pleased by the possibility of Dr. Will being the mastermind. Of course Dr. Will is the mastermind, he loves appearing on reality shows for 5 minutes for a check, a fan wrote. So Dr. Will is the mastermind apparently. Groundbreaking. Now can they explain what the mastermind is and what he actually did, another one commented. Dr. Will was the mastermind OFC, he wanted the cheatments to thrive and take out Rachel and Keanu, an X-user reacted. Other Big Brother fans expressed a similar sentiment. If the mastermind is Dr. Will, I'm gonna be SOO000 irritated. Like, come up with something new already, they're literally just dragging his storyline more than it needs to, a person wrote. Anyone who thinks Dr. Will was running around in the mastermind costume all season is extremely naive and probably thinks Vince is a real man instead of a pathetic loser. 100% it was an intern the whole time until Dr. Will stepped in for the reveal, another netizen commented. You're telling me the mastermind who brought in a twist where you get eliminated for not winning a competition is Dr. Will, the man who won Big Brother by winning no competitions and just social strategy. Got it, a fan posted. Dr. Will is renowned for winning season 2 of the CBS show, where he rose to popularity for coining the term showmance and purposeful